Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For today's box opening, we're going to take a look at Jumpstart 2022. Now all 6 of these came from the exact same case. I offered a few of them up on the community tab of YouTube and I had a few people purchase them. So the first person up is going to be Vicente S. So this entire box will be his. Now we're going to look at box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when I roll this dice, this will be the box that Vicente opens. So he's going to open up box number 5, which is this one. So now let's go ahead and open up Vicente's box, see what kind of value he can find. If you're interested, I still have 2 more for sale. Just click on over to the community tab of YouTube and you'll see the post. And then there's a link in there where you can go and make the purchase. For $125, I'll open an entire box on camera, sleeve up all the rares and mythics, and anything over $10 I'll put in a hard case, and then I'll ship it out to you. That's U.S. domestic shipping only. I can't do international. It just costs too much and it's prohibitive. And then for $65, I'll open half a box. So if you're interested in either one, just click on over there. All right, so let's go ahead and open up Vicente's first pack. Let's see what kind of theme we're going to get. That's right. We're going to do it. I forgot these are double wrapped. All right. So we are going to see the theme called Law. So this is a common theme out of white. And right off the bat, we're going to see Gideon, Champion of Justice, coming in. Decent hit from the main set, Mythic. Unfortunately, just not high value. Then we get Magnanimous Magistrate, an Arrest, a Righteousness, an Unquestioned Authority, and then we're going to see the Gideon's Lawkeeper, Cavalcade of Commons, and our basic lands. So I'm going to kind of keep them in order so that way I can package them up for Vicente and when I send them out. All right, so this time we are going to go ahead and see Demons. So Demons is going to be a rare, which means that there are, I believe, 2 themes of these. So we're going to see Kothofed, Soul Hoarder, coming in at a black. Not a high value rare. And then we see a Conductor of Cacophony, Discipline of Perdition, a Demon's Disciple, followed by an Inner Demon, an Infernal Idol, a Diabolic Edict, Renegade Demon, Tekanuma Bleeder, the Fetid Imp, the Soul Cage Fiend, the Demon Grasp, and then a Thriving Moor with our basic lands in the back. I forgot there are quite a few commons in this set that are valued over $1. In fact, there's 9 of them. There's also 16 uncommons, 42 rares, and 23 mythics. So 90 cards in total from this set are valued over $1. All right, so we are going to see cycling here. So this is going to be a rare theme out of red. And we're going to see Icencrag Pyromancer coming in as our rare, followed by a Starstorm, then a Deem Worthy, a Mad Ratter, Rooting Moloch, Reptilian Reflection, the Draneth Stinger, followed by a Bloodhaze Wolverine, Prickly Marmoset, Plundering Predator, Go for Blood, a Raking Claws, and a Forgotten Cave. And there's our Thriving Bluff and our mountains in the back. So far, no gigantic hits. Biggest card in the set is the Ashcoat out of black, currently valued at $43. You can also pull a Ristic Study. There's the Abominable in here. So there's tons of value. All right, so we've got ourselves a teamwork. This is going to be another rare theme, this time out of white. And we're going to see Argus Kroos Eternal Soldier, valued just over $1. Then we get an Angelic Cub, Valoria Stance, Tempered Veteran, Angelic Protector, a Task Force, followed by an Infantry Veteran, Cavalry Drill Master, an Iron Bully, a Combat Professor, with a Light of Hope, a Weapon Rack, and a Sandstone Ridge, with our Thriving Heath and our basic lands in the back. So what do you all think of Jumpstart 2022? No comments on the set Jumpstarts, because those are a completely different animal. just on this particular one. What's your thought? So we got ourselves Demons. This is going to be black rare. And we're going to see Demon of Catastrophes coming in here as our rare, followed by Setzian Perverter of Truth. This is going to be a really good hit at $9.95. So I'm going to put that one in a hard case, even though it's not quite $10 because it's just so close. And then we get a Conductor of Cacophony, followed by a Disciple of Perdition, a Demon's Disciple, a Dreadhound, an Infernal Idol, Diabolic Edict, Doom Dissenter, Takanuma Bleeder. Sorry, I thought that was valued higher. Then we get a Demonic Gifts, a Demon's Grasp, and a Thriving Moor. All right, so we are going to see Cats Out of White. This is just going to be a common theme, but that doesn't mean there's no value in the common themes. So we're going to see a Regal Carkle coming in as our rare, with an Ingenious Legion, King of the Pride, Savannah Lions, Make a Stand, Legionnaire Snarecaster, the Felidar Cub, Basari's Acolyte, Sky Hunter Patrol, and a Leonin Scimitar with an Impeccable Timing, Weight of Conscience, and a Thriving Heath with our planes in the back. So a common theme simply means that there are 4 different variants. So the rarity of a theme just kind of indicates how many different variants there are. And there's only 3 different rarities of themes. They classify them as mythic, rare, and common. Mythic having a single, rare having 2 different variants, and common having 4 variants. All right, so we're going to see Goblins coming out of red. This is going to be another common theme. And we're going to see Muxus Goblin Grande coming in here, followed by an Arms Dealer, a Volley Veteran, a Goblin Grenade, Instruments of War, Fanatical Firebrand, the Dragon Fodder, followed by a Goblin Trailblazer, Rummaging Goblin, Goblin Researcher, the Burn Bright, with a Destructive Tampering, and a Thriving Bluff with our mountains in the back. All right, last pack of Stack 1. So far, no mythic themes and no gigantic hits as of yet, but we still have lots of packs to go. All right, so we are going to see Insects coming out of green, and we are going to see a Death Bridge Goliath coming in as our rare, followed by a Phantom Nantuko as a second rare, with a Nessian Hornbeetle, Iridescent Hornbeetle, the Nantuko Cultivator, a Crawling Sensation, Caustic Caterpillar, the Drudge Beetle, the Iron Shell Beetle, the Giant Ladybug, the Relentless Pursuit, with the Hunter's Edge, and a Thriving Grove. All right, so that takes us to the end of stack number 1. So we'll move into stack number 2 and see if we can't find one, if not 2, of those mythic themes. All right, so we're going to see zombies here. This is going to be another common theme out of black. And, okay, I'm like looking for the rare. So we got Revenant, Thriving Moor, Grotesque Mutation. This one's all mixed up and backwards. Lord of Accursed, Strangling Spores, a Plague Crafter, Swamp, Thriving Moor, Swamp, 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 Vampire Envoy, Swamp, Marauding Blight Priest, a Thriving Moor, a Swamp, and a Swamp. Okay, now that was totally messed up. I've never seen a pack like that before. It's always the theme card, then the rares, then the commons and uncommons, and then the lands. And as you saw in this one, like there are way more lands in here than there should be. So I don't know what the heck happened with that one. I'm going to put that one to the side. I guess I'll put it over here. And let's see if we get any more weird ones like that. Maybe there's a theme somewhere out there with nothing but rares, because that one didn't have any. Um, and don't worry, I'll figure out a way to make that up to Vicente. Not my fault, but you know, hey, I'm opening the box for him. So we got ourselves a gross here. So gross is going to be another common theme out of black. There we go, back to normal. We got our Deathbringer Regent coming in as our rare with a Plague Crafter, Skull Slither Worm, Crawl Swarm, a Deathwind, Blight Keeper, Durable Coil Bug, the Dune Beetle, followed by the Devouring Swarm, Eaten Alive, Grotesque Mutation, Infernal Idol, and our Thriving Moor, and our lands. Good, we're back to normal. That was so rare, or odd. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but just really unique to see that. Glad I got it on camera. All right, so now we've got ourselves a mythic theme here. So we've got Speedy coming in from red, and we're going to see the Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. Very good hit here. Just over $9 if I'm not mistaken. So really good hit. And then we're going to see Ardzal, Cobbler of War. Not as valuable, but still holds some value. Then we've got a Bolt Hound, a Warcry Phoenix, Markov Warlord, Fiery Conclusion, the Fanatical Firebrand, the Nest Robber, Mud Button Torch Runner, Irreverent Revelers, Rush of Adrenaline, a Swift Kick, a Thriving Bluff, and our Mountains in the back. Yep. All right, so we're going to see Fiery coming in. So this is going to be a common out of red. And we're going to see an Ogre Battlecaster coming in as our rare with a Chandra's Preling, Chandra's Spitfire, Dance with the Devils, Coalborn Entity, Thermo Alchemist, the Wildfire Elemental, Pillar of Flame, Thrill of Possibility with a Hungry Flames, a Flame Lash, a Fiery Intervention, and our Thriving Bluff with our Mountains in the back. I personally like this set. I think the card quality is really good. I think the values here, about 10% of the cards are currently valued over $1. 90 out of 834, not including our theme cards, because they're really just tokens, are currently valued over $1, and there are at least 12 cards currently valued over $10. So I think there's definitely value here. All right, we got ourselves a Cats, which is just a common theme out of white, but we are going to see a Ajani, Strength of the Pride, coming in here. A little bit of value as a mythic. Then we're going to see an Ingenious Leonin, King of the Pride, a Johnny's Pridemate, the Make a Stand, Trained Karkle, Leonin Snarecaster, Savannah Sage, Bassary's Acolyte, Leonin Scimitar, Impeccable Timing, Weight of Conscience, a Thriving Heath, and our Plains in the back. Plus, the other thing I like about this is really good if you're trying to teach somebody Magic. You know, you may not want to just grab two, shuffle up and play. You may want to actually kind of curate two blues or two whites or two greens together for them to kind of teach them how to play the game. All right, so we got ourselves a Think Again, which is a common theme out of blue. But we're going to see Jace, Arcane Strategist, coming in as a mythic hit with a Spectral Sailor, a Fairy Vandal, a Serum Visions, Memorial to Genius, Soul Reed, Merfolk Pupil, the Eye Kite, the Mystic Skyfish with Teferi's Protege, Tome Anima, Steel Gaze Griffin, a Drag Under, and a Thriving Isle. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'll have the full MTG box analysis where I'll kind of go through the number of common, uncommon, rare, and mythic themes that we saw, duplication, value, all kinds of metrics and statistics. All right, so this time we've got knights coming out of white. So this is going to be another mythic theme. So this is going to be our second mythic theme of the box. Very cool. And we're going to see the Circle of Loyalty coming out of white with a Balin Wandering Knight. So this is going to be a great hit. This is currently valued over $30. So go ahead and put that down very gently. And then we're going to see Danitha Caption Paragon, Pride of the Femerif, Sir Alan of the Lion's Claw, the Hero's Blade, Chains of Custody, Order of the Golden Cricket, the Shining Armor, Jousting Lance, Banalish Honor Guard, with a Skyhunter Prowler, and a Thriving Heath with our basic lands. So very nice to finally get one of the big hits here there with Balin, Wandering Knight. So in previous boxes that I've opened, 2 is the most number of mythic themes I've seen. So we'll see if we can extend that to 3. So we've got Cats here. Cats is just going to be a common out of white again. And there's a Johnny, an Ingenious Leonin, King of the Pride Mate, Make a Stand, the Carkle, the Snarecaster, the Sage, the Acolyte, the Scimitar, the Timing, the Conscious, and the Heath. So that one feels like an exact duplicate of the one that we just previously opened. So it is possible to get 2 of the exact same theme and variant in the same box, and it looks like we just did. I'll confirm it in the video overlay, so you'll know before I do. But sometimes they can look very, very similar, but there's one common that's slightly different. All right, so this time we've got Raid. This is going to be a common red theme. And we're going to see Carrie Zev Skyship Raider coming in as our rare. Followed by Rigging Runner, Warname Aspirant, Goblin Oriflame, the Daring Piracy, Lava Steep Raider, Swaggering Courser, Keldon Raider, Stormfleet Pyromancer, Plundering Predator, Raise the Effigy, Fire Cannon Blast, and a Thriving Bluff with our mountains in the back. It's nearly impossible to open these up without a knife, which is why I use the knife. I slide it gently on the back, and on the back, of course, we just have basic lands. All right, so we're going to see Primates. So this is going to be our 3rd mythic theme out of the box. Awesome to see that. And we are going to get Kibo Ukatabi Prince coming in here. So Kibo is currently valued over $10, so very nice to see that. And followed by that, we have a Monkey Cage. Not as high value, only about $2. Then we got the Orangutan. We got the Towering Gibbon, Declare Dominance, Treetop Village, followed by Wily Bandar, Scrounging Bandar, Silverback Shaman, Hooting Mandrills, a Ram Through, Cultivate, Simian Brawler, and there's our Thriving Grove. I felt a little bit out of order. That's okay though, only 1 card. So overall, I think the box is actually turning out to be pretty good. 3 mythic themes is nothing to scoff at. So we got Merfolk coming out of blue with a Merfolk Sovereign. Then we're going to see a Mary Rajiri coming in here. I don't know why those don't want to stack up behind there. All right, we got the River Sneak, the Wind Rider Patrol, Aquatic Incursion, Soul Reed, Triton Shore Stalker, Water Trap Weaver, the Library Larcenist, Saltwater Stalwart, One with the Wind, Crashing Tide, and our Thriving Isle, and our islands in the back. All right, so we've got 5 more to go. Last time I said, I don't think we'll see another mythic theme. We got one, so why not just say it again and hope for the best? Okay, well, we got elves. So elves is just a common theme out of green. So we got an Elvish War Master, Dwayne's Elite, Reclamation Sage, Prime Evil Herald, followed by an Elven Bow, a Reckless Amplimancer, an Elvish Rejuvenator, an Ivy Lane Denizen, an Elderleaf Mentor, Might of the Masses, Roots of Wisdom, followed by Band Together, and a Thriving Grove, and our forest in the back. Come on, one more mythic. Let's try and get 4 in this box. That would be super impressive. And we did it. So we got knights. So this is going to be a mythic theme out of white. Awesome. And we are going to see Circle of Loyalty with another Balin Wandering Knight. So that's 2 of the exact same $30+ card in the box. That is phenomenal. Congratulations, Vicente. All right, so we got a Damatha, Caspian Paragon, Pride. This is going to be the exact same theme that we just saw, because there's only one variant of it. So I'm just kind of thumbing through it so everybody can see it and make sure we don't have any mispacked packs here. We don't, so that one's good. Wow, right there. I mean, that's half of the cost of the box in those 2 cards, including shipping and sleeving. All right, so we've got Insects again. So just a common out of green. And we got Zask, Skittering Swarmlord this time, with the Cultivator, Quarry Beetle, Crawling Sensation, Rampaging Growth, Caustic Caterpillar, Iron Shell Beetle, Karul Warrior, followed by a Giant Ladybug, the Giant Caterpillar, the Relentless Pursuit, the Hunter's Edge, and our Thriving Grove with our forest in the back. All right, 2 more themes to go. Dare I say, can we get a 5th mythic theme? Fingers crossed. All right, so we are going to see Holy. This is going to be a common out of white. And this is going to contain a Blessed Sanctuary with an Angelic Cub, an Emancipation Angel, Gold Knight Commander, Miraculous Recovery, Chains of Custody, Angelic Page, Pilgrim of the Ages, Pildrap Rescuer, Anointer of Valor, Light of Hope, Divine Arrow, and a Thriving Heath with our planes in the back. All right, last Jumpstart 2022 theme pack for Vicente S. And then we'll get into the MTG Box Analysis. Thanks again, Vicente, for sponsoring this box and allowing me the privilege of opening this up for you. All right, so we've got zombies here. So this is just going to be a common out of black. And we're going to see a Gravecrawler, decent hit out of black, with a Necromancer's Stockpile coming in as our second rare. And then we get a Deadly Plot, Lord of the Accursed, the Mire Triton, Gravedigger, Suspicious Shambler, Crow of Dark Tidings, Carfell Kennel Master, with a Malfell Twins, a Dead Weight, Cemetery Recruitment, and a Thriving Moor with all of our swamps. All right, so I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG Box Analysis. In today's MTG Box Analysis, we're going to review the Jumpstart 2022 themes and set structure, as well as set distribution versus the cards that we saw in this box, coverage metrics, duplication, a look at the current value of the Jumpstart 2022 set, and then the value that we saw in this box. We'll then close it out with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box, as well as 70 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Let's take a quick look at the distribution of the Jumpstart 2022 set. This set contains a total of 834 cards. The set only contains cards from the primary colors of Magic, as well as artifacts, basic lands, and non-basic lands. Of the 834 cards, there are 51 brand new Magic cards, which means that 783 of the cards are reprints. Of these, 46 feature new anime-inspired artwork. The Jumpstart 2022 set is constructed of a series of 46 different theme decks spread across the 5 colors of Magic. Each color has 2 mythic themes, 3 rare themes, and 4 common themes. There's only a single variant of the 11 mythic themes, 2 variants of the 15 rare themes, and 4 variants of the 20 common themes, which means that there's a total of 121 variants in the set. In addition to the 45 colored themes, there is one mythic colorless theme called Urza's. Let's compare the set's distribution versus the observed cards in this box. This chart shows all the cards we saw during the opening in green and the set in gray as the baseline. From the primary colors of Magic, we saw a variance of 63 cards between White's 87 and the 24 that we saw in blue. We saw 167 basic lands in this box and one anime-inspired card per theme booster pack. From a coverage perspective, we saw 250 unique cards, which accounts for 30% of the 834 cards that are in the set. Our highest coverage was in White, with 38% of the cards making an appearance in this box. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in this box we saw 32% of the commons, 29% of the uncommons, 19% of the rares with 22 unique cards, and we saw 6 mythics for 19% coverage. From a theme variant perspective, we saw 16 common themes for 20% coverage, 4 rare themes for 13% coverage, and 3 unique mythic themes for 27% coverage. From a duplication perspective, we only saw one theme variant duplicated, and thankfully it was a mythic with significant value. From a card perspective, we saw 67 cards duplicated 230 times for a box duplication rate of 48%. If we were to exclude all of the basic lands, the duplication rate drops down to 25%. Before we take a look at the value that we saw in this box, let's baseline with a look at the Jumpstart 2022 set. This chart shows all 834 cards from the set. Currently, there are 14 cards valued over $10. The top 5 are currently Pirated Copy at $19.27, Lida, the Mechanical Engineer at $32.69, Rhystic Study at $38.16, Balin, the Wandering Knight at $32.69, and Ashcoat of the Shadow Swarm at $42.19. The set also contains 12 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 65 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 743 cards in the set are valued less than $1. If you were to add up the value of all 834 cards, you'd have a grand total market value of $698.02. Now that we know the potential value of the set, let's look at the actual value that we saw in this box. We saw 3 big hits, including Kibo, the Ukatabi Prince, at $12.63, and we saw 2 Balin Wandering Knights at $30.71 each. We also saw 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, including the Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker at $9.31, and the Saison Perverter of Truth at $9.47. We also observed 10 cards valued between $1 and $5, but the remaining 464 cards from the main set, including 167 basic lands, were valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, Vicente S. purchased this box from me for $125. This included shipping and sleeving of all the cards. The Jumpstart 2022 box contained 24 theme boosters with 20 cards each for a total of 480 cards. The 24 theme tokens are currently valued at $8.69. The 167 basic lands are currently valued at $22.79. The remaining 313 cards from the main set are currently valued at $180.63. This brings the grand total for the box up to $212.11, which is a gain of $87.11 over the purchase price and equates to a return of 170%. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 14 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a combined value of $124.84, which accounts for 59% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Vicente S. for sponsoring this box. Until next time, do something amazing.